Hey, good morning. Welcome to Horse Retirement Adventures. Today, I got to repair a gouge I put in my boat yesterday. Or I think maybe it was 2 days ago. It doesn't really matter. But anyway, I got this gouge. Hopefully you guys can see it. But, I mean, it's not huge. Right there, it's down past it. But then it's got this gouge that goes all the way up here. And it's just more than a scratch. It starts here. It's into the fiberglass pretty good. You can see where my fingernail is. So there's not many videos on how to repair fiberglass on the boats. I've done a couple of them repairs, but I haven't done a video, so I just wanted to show you guys how I fix it and what product I use. I use this here. It's called Marine RX. I get this at West Marine. It must be a West Marine product because it says West Marine on the box. I went down there and I got two of these. I fixed one side already, which turned out really, really nice. But this box, I think it was on sale for like 12 bucks. I mean, $12. I mean, it's crazy. I had this gouge, great big gouge right on the bottom of my boat right here. I mean, it was this wide, and yeah, you can't even see it. It took 2 days to do that and a lot of sanding, but man, that looks good. And then I did a gouge over here. That was right here. There was a gouge here that I fixed. I didn't do that great of a job. I might have to re-sand that a little bit and then try to, I don't know if you guys can see it or not. But, well, the gouge used to be here. So I did that one, and then I did a gouge that was right here, a couple as well with that product. And as you can see, if you can see well, it really does a great job. I got to figure out how to polish it yet, because if you can look at it, you can see where I fixed the gouge. It's just a little dull compared to the rest of the boat. So I got to figure out how to get the shine in it. I think you just have to get some compound and rub it. Then I fixed one other small gouge that was down there where the mark was. I think it was right here. I fixed the gouge. Yeah, right here. I can feel it. And that one turned out really well too. All right. So I want to show you how I did it and how to use this Marine X stuff that West Marine and down in Fernandina Beach is where I got this. And it's white. Works like putty. Hard as steel. And easy to sand. The easily to sand part, I'm not going to say it's real easy to sand. So this time I'm not going to put as much stuff on the gouge as I did before. I kind of put it on like drywall mud, and maybe if I don't use as much, it won't be that hard to sand. I'll show you guys how to mix it. And what's really nice about this is you don't have to mix the whole stuff. You just mix a little bit. And so that's what I'm going to do. Show you guys how to mix it. But first I want to show you one other thing. I got me some sandpaper. With this gouge right here, I want to sand that and get all the little pieces that are off or that are sticking out. Get all this stuff off. So I'm going to get all that cleaned out right in there. And I want to sand that a little bit. Just so the grout and the stuff can adhere a lot better. I don't want nothing on there, so I'm going to sand that out before I put that stuff on. All right. So again, Marine epoxy repair kit. The Marine X resin. This is a small kit, so I was incorrect. You have to mix the entire contents of both bottles with the small kit. If you buy a larger kit, then you can do it in portions. But with this kit here, it says to go ahead and mix all of it together. So I got me a little piece of scrap wood there, and it says to mix it on a nice flat surface, and that's what I'm going to do. But you know what? I'm going to need to get me something stronger than a wooden stick to get that stuff out. So just give me 1 second. And here we go. The stuff washes off with water, so using my screwdriver, I don't think I'm gonna don't think I will screw it up. Pretty thick stuff. I will use this to get it off my screwdriver though. Whew. There we go. Nice. Yuck. Okay, make sure I get all of it out of there because we're going to use the whole contents. You want to use the whole contents, right? Okay, get it all in there. Then it says to mix for 2 minutes. I'm going to go wash that off after when I'm mixing it. So I'm going to make a little puddle area right there. To put this stuff in. There we go. Again, I got it all over the place. You don't want to get it on your hands, but I'm guaranteeing you, I'm probably going to get it on my hands. Okay. Now I want to mix all this together. Tell you what. Okay, here we go. So you mix it for 2 minutes. Luckily, it's getting a little more pliable. And it does look a lot like drywall mud. There we go. It's gonna be a lot easier to use once you mix it in. Oh, you know, I don't even know if you guys seen that. So here I go. I'm mixing it. There we go. Get all the lumps and bumps out. Get all the that I have on this stick. And you want to get it to a nice smooth texture. It has a little bit of gloss to it, but like I said, I got to re-sand some of my areas that I fixed earlier last month, 2 months ago I think it was. And I might even put a little bit of this on top of that because I got way too much more than I need, but I've got some other scratches. I might as well just use it. Okay, that seems like the mixture is pretty good. All right, then I got a little plastic spatula that says to use that. I went ahead and cleaned all my dirt, grease, and all that stuff off the scratch. And now I'm going to move over there and put this on. Okay, more to come. All right, I don't know how well you're actually going to be able to see that while I'm doing it at the same time. Let's see if I can get that as close as I can. Right there's the big hole, and then the scratch goes all the way up through here. So again, you just apply this like you would a little drywall mud. Just put a little bit on your spatula and you fill it in just like this. Come back and get it off. Because whatever you leave on here, plan on sanding. And even with that small batch, I mean, I've got more than I need. That's for sure. So what I'll probably do is find me some small scratches and fix that. You want to fill her up nicely, and sort of like, well, you know, if you know how to drywall mud, it's pretty much the same thing. You want to leave a little bit of a bump so you can sand it off. But not much, you know, not a huge bump, just a little one. And I use a palm sander on this when I did the last one, so it was a little easier. You don't want to really have to hand sand it. I'm going to shoot that crow in a minute. Okay. So again, I put a little bit more on the scratch, and then I sand that down, so I only have to do this one time. Then the scratch goes all the way up here. I don't know if you can see that or not. Goes all the way to there. There we go. You got a little bit of a scratch there. I might as well go ahead and fix that. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry. It says you can dry. It dries in about 2 to 3 minutes, or I mean 2 to 3 hours. I got a gouge right here. Shoot. I think that's a gouge. Yeah, it sure is. Okay, might as well just fix that while I'm doing it. All right. Okay. That's what it looks like after you get done with your first coat. I mean, actually, it's only one coat. Then I'll sand that all smooth, and it's really not hard to use. I mean, it's a piece of cake to do this stuff. It's just a matter of doing it. And I think I'm gonna put a little bit more right here, just because that's where the big scratch was. And then I'll smooth it off. Just like drywall mud. Every time you try to smooth it, it gets worse. There we go. That right there seems to work pretty good. Then I'll come with a sander, sand it all off, and then it's done, really. I mean, that's what she's gonna look like. Let me get a better look. Yeah, see, coming down from here, it looks like I'm gonna need a little more in the scratched area. The scratch was a little bit bigger than I thought it was. Get all that stuff off the side and fill in the gap. Get all the excess off. It's okay to have a little more in the gap, because like I said, you want to sand that down towards the other part, and that way you don't have a you won't see the scratch at all. Alright, that looks much better, and I'll sand that down to be as smooth as this, and we'll be good to go. Alright, well, that's how you do it. Easy way to fix your boat with the epoxy. And yeah, it's not really hard. Don't be scared. It's a piece of cake. I mean, you scratch your boat, just fix it. $11.50 is, I think, is what this thing cost me to do. And I got a couple little scratches here. I'm gonna go ahead and fix too. I got a little bitty scratch right here. Might as well just take care of that. I got a gouge here. You know, because it's kind of a one-time use product. You mix it all, then you might as well just use it all. I think that's all the gouges I have on my boat. Until next time I take it out, and then I'm sure I'm gonna gouge it again. All right, no more gouges. So I think, is that a gouge? I don't think so. No. Okay. All right. Thanks for watching Paul Horsley Retirement Adventures. I really appreciate you guys. And yeah, it's going to turn out. I mean, you can't even see the scratch anymore. It's almost dry already. I'll sand that down and it'll look just like the other side I just did. I got a lot of this stuff left. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Look at all that. Okay. Well, yuck. What do I do with that? I'll throw it away. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys learned something. West Marine down in Fernandina Beach is where I got this product, and I think it is their product because it's got their name on it. Thanks for watching. Paul out.